Hello and welcome to Lyndon Green Infant School's virtual open event for parents of children due to start school in reception year in September 2021. My name is Barry Yeardsley and I'm head teacher here at Lyndon Green Infant School. I'm going to talk you through some slides with some information about starting school in reception year and some other information about our school, and we'll also take you on a virtual tour of our 3 reception classes. If you're watching this video thinking about sending your child to Puffins or Special Needs Resource Base, then please contact school either via email or by phoning 0121 675 3543 and we'll arrange an independent visit for you. I hope you enjoy the tour. Thank you. The purpose of this meeting is twofold. Firstly, to share information about our school, and secondly, to give you a virtual tour of the classrooms. To start off with, a quick word about partnership. We're great believers at Lyndon Green Infant School that we work in partnership with our parents and our children together, and hopefully today will be the first time that we get to work in partnership together. A good source for any information that you may need on making a decision is also the school website, www.lyndongi.beham.sch.uk. Also, any information you might need about starting school in Birmingham can be found at the Birmingham City Council website. The web address is on the slide. Here are some timescales for you if you're applying for a place in mainstream in Birmingham schools. If your child has got an education, health and care plan and you're thinking of sending them to our special needs resource base, then these timescales do not apply as the city administer the admissions themselves right the way through the year. So you should already have information about our school, and the admissions website is open, and hopefully you have registered and you're now having a good look around schools in order to make an informed decision. You can apply at any time, but the closing date is the 15th of January 2021. Don't worry if you apply on the 15th of January, that's fine. It doesn't matter whether you apply in December or January. They don't take timescales as any sort of criteria. Then what will happen is admissions will have a good look through all of the paperwork, and on the 16th of April they'll send a letter or an email, depending on how you applied, informing you which school your child has been allocated. You then have until the 30th of April to make up your mind and accept the school offer of a place. And you accept the school offer of a place with the school. In May and June at Lyndon Green Infants, we have plenty of induction meetings for parents, information sessions and opportunities for children to visit school and get to know their class teacher and the children who are going to be in their class. Then in September, children will start school. They start school normally 2 days after year 1 and year 2, so as we can get them settled. And then they'll be school part-time for a period of time. Normally this has been for a week, but under COVID regulations this year it was 2 weeks. It will all depend on what the situation with regards to the global pandemic. Being an infant school, something else that children need to do is at the end of year 2, when they've been here nearly 3 years, you'll need to apply for a place at Lyndon Green Junior School. We are 2 separate schools. There aren't many separate Lyndon Junior and Infant schools left. And we liaise closely with the junior school. And since this law has been in place, where you have to apply for the junior school, there hasn't been a child who has missed out on their junior school place because they've moved house or for whatever other reason. Here's some information about our admission criteria. Since we're not a faith school, we have no faith-related admission criteria. Number 1, the children who are looked after or have been looked after. In other words, children who are or have been in care. Or children with an educational health and care plan, or a statement as they used to be known as. Second place is for places for siblings, brothers or sisters of children who are already in attendance at Lyndon Green Infant School or Lyndon Green Junior School. It says September 2020 on the slide. I'm afraid it's 2021. Our mistake. That means that even if you've got a child at junior school, they will still hold a place for them at infant school. Thirdly, is the distance you live from the school. How far away you live, that's from the main school entrance, and that's in metres and drawn in a straight line. If you at the bottom, you should be able to see the information regarding how far away the last child lived from our school who was admitted in each individual year. This is something you can check on Google Maps if you want to. It does mean that unfortunately we do hold a waiting list, and there are a number of children each year who don't get a place in the first instance. It's always worthwhile staying on the waiting list, however, because as time goes through from April to September, generally 1 or 2 people do move and a few places do become available. Here you can see our school aims. We worked for some time ago now with our children and the staff and parents on them. There are just 3: providing a child-centred, inclusive curriculum that supports learning and creativity, developing confident, caring, healthy and happy citizens, being able to contribute to 21st century society, and to be able to create a stimulating environment which promotes positive attitudes and where learning is fun. I think it's very important that children learn by having fun. Some pictures here of our children engaging in their learning in the early years foundation stage. You see learning happens inside and outside, and there's a range of child-led and adult-led activities. Children learn by doing at Lyndon Green Infants. You won't see an awful lot of worksheets at our school. See a lot of activity. See a lot of messy stuff too. So don't expect your children to be in pristine condition when they come home. Children will get messy, whether it's at forest school or by using paint. They want them to enjoy themselves and have fun and learn. Here's some further sources of information for you. I've previously mentioned our school website and the birmingham.gov.uk website. There's also the Ofsted website, which has got all our previous reports on it. Our last being in 2018, which was a short inspection where we remained good. There are a couple of other websites there that have got information that people have posted about schools and about how good they feel they are. And probably lastly, the most important to me is the gutinstinct.com. It's not a real website. It's the feeling you get when you get to walk around school and you talk to other people. Hopefully we've given you an insight there. Hope you enjoy the following videos of the classrooms. As I said earlier, we've got 3 reception classrooms. We're going to have a walk around all 3 classes quickly. This is Signet's class. All our reception classes are named after baby birds. Classrooms are quite big. There aren't too many tables. You'll see a range of activities for the children to come and do. Some of them adult-led, some of them child-initiated, and lots of space for the children to work and play. All classes have got a door that leads to outside and a shaded area. The children can go and play outside and do activities they've chosen to do, or activities with a clever teacher. Just like that. Walk around to the next classroom now. The next classroom is Gosling's. All 3 reception classes are along the same corridor. They're not a unit, they're separate classes. This is the next classroom along the corridor. This is Gosling's class. Again, you'll see the class has got a similar layout. The teachers work very, very closely together to make sure that it doesn't matter which class your child goes into, they'll all get the same provision. Even though the class layout might be slightly different, the activities that are on offer should be the same. And again, an external door leading to a shaded area and some outdoor activity as well. Finally, this is Duckling's class, the 3rd of our reception classrooms. Slightly different inside in terms of the way the build is, but again, when we look inside, we'll see a balance of tables and floor space for the children to choose to do some work or for the teacher to ask them to come and work with them. Each one of our 3 classes has got a teacher and a teaching assistant in full time to support the children in their learning and in their play. And once again, Duckling's class has got an external door with a shaded area leading out to a separate play area for the children to branch out into. Thank you. Well, I hope you found all that information useful and informative, and I hope you make a choice as to which school you'll send your child to in September 2021. If you feel as though you haven't had enough information or you have a question or query, please feel free to email school on inquiry@lyndongi.beham.sch.uk or visit the school website. Take care, and I might see you soon.